Let's go right in for it. Let's go right in for some healing. Let's go right in for some truth. Let's go right in for some genuine connection. Something we've never known was there, tears that we didn't even know existed. Can you accept that your wounds are your wisdom and that they are your story? All right, so I want to take you through these beautiful steps of awakening to your true power so that you can begin to know a greater awareness of who you are, so that you can feel a deeper connection of what it means to be in the presence of your truth, in the presence of your light, in the presence of your magnitude, in the presence of a deeper connection to the people that you love. The world will begin to look brighter. Things will begin to slow down around you. You'll feel like things that used to baffle you may actually flow off your shoulders. I'm still working on that one, but it is possible, I promise you. But that the things that scare you will begin to be less and less fearful, and that truth will begin to be presented to the world. So the first step is to stop trying to outrun your fear. Stop trying to outrun your fear. How are you guys resisting? Does anybody want to get real with me? You can just scream. Like, I'm overeating, yeah, go for it. Overeating, thank you, babe. Avoidance. Sugar, big resistance. What was it? Shopping, big one. Overworking. Napping is a good one. I resist by napping. Anyone resisting with Netflix? What else? Stories. The stories that you tell yourself, right? Is that right? Like the crazy, stupid stories that you believe so deeply in. How does it block you? In what ways do you feel blocked from this resistance? Just say, like, I feel anxious, stuck. What does it feel like? Yeah. Frustrated, depressing? Anyone? Hands up. Denial. Denial is very profound. Denial is the ego's way of keeping you in resistance. The ego will deny healing. Oh, no, you don't need to go to that yoga journal. Nah. You can wear your yoga pants somewhere else. Denial keeps you from the true healing. Denial that anything could have happened, denial that there's any possibility of grace, denial. Okay, we got it. So I want you guys to just take a moment to surrender to where you are right now with your resistance. Our beautiful friend got her hand right up. Overeating. I am resisting through overeating. And when I say that, where you are today, I don't want to fast forward you into some total place that you don't need to go to today. In what ways are you resisting love, grace, peace, magnitude today? Stories, addictive habits, negative self-talk. Beautiful. Now we're going to do a little bit of a breathing exercise. This is where the gamut point comes in. Because if we're in any moment in this exercise, it could bring up stuff. If you are someone who is aware of having trauma in your life, you might want to go slow with this because we're at a public event. And I know personally that can be very scary. So maybe you just do this based on some minor annoyance rather than the traumatic experience. The traumatic experience maybe we bring to a EMDR session with our therapist or whatever it is. But it's not to say that we can't heal those things in these rooms, but I just want you to be safe. Okay? Everybody with me? So wherever feels safe for you to breathe into today. And I'd like you all just to take a moment to uncross your legs, place your palms facing upward once again, get comfortable in your chair, and start breathing very, very deeply. Observing any sensations or feelings or emotions in your body. They may intensify as you notice them. Breathe deeply into those spaces in your body and really identify the place in your body where you may be feeling that anxiety or tension or fear or disconnect. or uncertainty, sadness. Maybe you place your hand on the area of your body where you feel that tension and that pain. Maybe it's in your jaw. Maybe it's on your chest. Maybe it's on your mouth. Maybe it's in your neck. Placing your palms there, placing your hands there. Continue breathing in and out your nose now. And breathing pretty, not rapidly, but consistently in and out your nose. The reason we stay consistent is because that way we don't dissociate. We stay committed to breathing into the feeling. The goal is to be with the feeling. Sometimes when we stop breathing, we can just disconnect and dissociate. Breathing consistently through your nose, in and out your nose. Going deeper into that feeling. Honoring that feeling. Feeling that feeling. Being willing to feel whatever is underneath that feeling. You may notice yourself yawning. That's a good sign. That means that you are releasing. Being willing to go deeper into that feeling. Deep breath in. Breathe a soothing, healing, loving, grounding breath in and release. Wrapping your arms around you, holding yourself tightly. It's okay to be wherever you are. It's okay to be wherever you are. Take a moment to just be there. Take a very soothing, healing, loving, deep breath in your nose and cannonball out your mouth. Another deeply soothing, healing breath, holding yourself if you feel called, and cannonball out. Tap that gamut point just for a moment, just to ground yourself in your body. Eyes closed, tapping that point. Getting back centered into the space in your body where you feel safe, where you feel held, where you feel truthful, where you feel real. Tapping that point. Breathing long and deep. Stomping your feet for a moment. Getting it back into your body. Take a deep breath in and release. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How do you feel? Do you feel okay? Anybody feel relieved? Anybody feel freaked out? It's okay. We're okay tonight. Anybody feel like they uncovered something they didn't even know was there? Yeah. You did. You okay? She said, I don't know where the tears came from. You've been resisting them, honey. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. We all have. We all have. And it's your spirit, your highest self, your truth, saying, there's a little more to heal here. And that's beautiful. And that's perfect. You wouldn't be here tonight if you weren't willing to heal more. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Your higher self said, I gotta go. I gotta see what's up. Do you feel safe right now? Okay, good. If you don't at any point, okay. Another safety point, if you're ever like doing any type of work, whether it's spiritual work or therapeutic work or anything where you feel unsafe, left hand behind your head, right hand covering your forehead. And do it lying down. You can do it lying down, where my energy healer, Lara, has been teaching me this. This is like the Zen zone, okay? It's actually dealing with the bladder meridian, she's taught me, and it just relaxes you. Actually, even if you really want to go deeper, you could just pull up right here. See what I'm doing here? Give it a little pressure, left hand behind your head. And then find a place that you stay there for 3 to 5 minutes until you find that the pulse here matches the pulse here. And do it lying down. You might prop up some pillows behind your elbows so that you can get comfortable. If you feel unsafe. You could do it right now if you feel unsafe. Okay? Just whatever feels right for you. So I take you there with me now, not to be like, oh, let's start this yoga journal event with a big downer. but really to just say, let's get real. Let's go right in for it. Let's go right in for some healing. Let's go right in for some truth. Let's go right in for some genuine connection. Something we've never known was there, tears that we didn't even know existed. Thank you for sharing that. Did anybody uncover something new that they didn't know was there? Yeah. Hi, honey. And you. Beautiful. I'm not even giving myself air. That sounds familiar. Anybody resonate with that? My hand is really high up. So resisting life. I'm not giving myself food, I'm not giving myself love, I'm not giving myself air. I'm resisting life. Okay, beautiful. So that's actually really the next step. We're talking first about stop outrunning fear, but this next step is to recognize that we need to honor our wounds. Rumi said that the wound is the place where the light enters you. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Can we just take that in for a second? So we can just say, yes, that sucks, but that's where the light is coming. The wound is the place where the light enters you. So just take a moment to just look at the wounds, call that resistance by its name, which is fear, and say, I see you. I see you, you ugly darkness. I see you. This is massive. Honoring your wounds and saying, I got you. I witness you. And not with a judgmental behavior or attitude, but with a presence of, I got this, because in the existence and the experience of witnessing this fear, I am taking the first step to transcending it. In witnessing it, acknowledging it, and seeing it as what it is, I am taking the first step in transcending it. You can't outrun fear, but you can stare it in the eye. You can stare it in the eye and you can say, I'm done with you. It's time to move on. It's time to clear. It's time to open up more, heal more, love more. There's a beautiful message from one of my favorite A Course in Miracles teachers, a man by the name of Ken Wapnick. And Ken said, we should be grateful for all the situations that make us the most uncomfortable, because without them, we would not know that there was something unhealed in us. I will say it again. Everyone's like, oh, that sounded too good. We should be grateful for all the situations that make us the most uncomfortable, because without them, we would not know there is something unhealed in us. We wouldn't know if we didn't feel the pain. And anyone that shows up into a room like this is willing to know more, is willing to feel that discomfort, is willing to dance beyond the perimeter of that resistance and say, I'm going to put a toe in and see what's up. You would not be in this room tonight if there wasn't a voice within you that said, I got to go bigger. I got to heal more, I got to love more, I got to learn more, I got to show up more. I want to be in that presence of my power. And in order to do that, I got to be willing to look at the darkness. And so we have to be grateful for those wounds because they present to us what is unhealed. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Your wounds are also your wisdom. How many yoga teachers, spiritual teachers, teachers in general in this room? Yeah, y'all should get your hands up, because whether you realize it or not, you're all God's teachers. Get your hands up. Yeah, no, seriously, because if you come to a conversation like this, in whatever form it comes for you, you're actually going to be a messenger. And it might sound heady, but it's true. You're a messenger for the great transformation that you're having in your own practice. And as you have that practice and have that experience and that transcendence, you begin to walk out into your own life and you light up your neighbor and you light up your taxi driver and you light up your stranger and you light up this person and you light up that person. And you realize when you're not lighting people up and then you turn that light back on. So you see that you're all teachers. So your wounds are your wisdom. Your wounds are your wisdom. And so being in the recognition of your wounds, honoring your wounds, and saying, thank you for presenting to me what I need to heal, and also, thank you for presenting me what I need to master so that I can teach, so that I can serve, so that I can be an example, a power of example for my brothers and sisters in this crazy, horrible, horrifically scary world we live in. It's not a horrible world. It's a beautiful world, but it's scary. So it's people that enter in these rooms that actually are on the mission to wake up so that they can wake others up. Can you accept that now? Can you accept that your wounds are your wisdom and that they are your story? They are your story. I train trainers. I have a training that I train trainers. I train yogis and coaches and healers, and I train them into how to rise up to step into their power and rise up so that they can see the magnitude of their story. Because recognizing that their story is what is the most credible about who they are. Forget their degrees or their 50, 100-hour yoga teacher trainings. It's their wounds and their resurrection that are their life cred, that are their lessons, that are their stories, that are their messages, that are what heal. Same goes for all of you. Your wounds are what your wisdom will present to you as your greatest healing device. So if you accept that right now, I'm grateful for my wounds because they're presenting to me what is unhealed. And my wounds are my wisdom so that I can learn to grow more, so I can heal and serve more. Do you feel a little bit more willing to look a little bit more closely at those wounds? Anybody? A good reframe, right? Awesome. So we feel a little bit lighter about it. It's not a death sentence. It's an opportunity. Okay? Great. So I just want to say here, don't rush the process. The inner work dictates the success of your recovery. So if you're starting to recognize that there's more to be seen and there's more to know, there's nothing to rush here. There's nothing to push past. There's nothing to try to push down or avoid. In fact, it's a slow, dedicated, committed practice of each day waking up and saying, what could I know more? How can I heal more? How can I serve more? How can I lean in more? And it's not something that we have to rush through. That journey is going to dictate the success of your own spiritual recovery. If you like this video and you want to get more Gabby, check out the next one right over here.